Edo Governor Obaseki don inaugurate 4 ambulance services to start the first phase of emergency medical services for the state. Oga Obaseki talked this one for the launch of 200 community-based first responders for John Odige Oyegu Public Service Academy. He con tok say Edo Emergency Medical Service number na one of the innovative services wey dem don launch for Naija healthcare system, and say emergency response no be to get only ambulance but na about assistance, support and care in case of emergency, and say na integrated system sake of say you no fit do one leave the other, as you need network of responders for them to bring care delivery.
Emergency response is just not a group, fleet of ambulances. Emergency response is about a system that calls up what you can imagine health reserves across a network and puts them on alert, such that if there is an emergency, somebody who has been trained, who has the knowledge, will be 10 minutes away from you with the services to provide support and care, and be able to move you safely to the nearest point for care delivery. It is an integrated system, and you can't do one without the other. If you do not have a network of responders, the type we have assembled today, carefully selecting people across the network you're trying to create, bringing them and giving them the required training on an ongoing basis and support. If you do not have the communication devices, you don't have a control center where calls come in and each step of the activity is monitored. If you do not have a system that pays for these services on a sustained basis, it just will not work. That's why in Nigeria, we've not been able to sustain emergency response. And that's why I'm very proud and glad that we've been able to crack it in Edo. And I'm here this morning to make myself available to be trained as an emergency responder.
Commissioner for Health Dr. Samuel Ali and Folake Owonduni, representative of Partner Emergency Response Africa, con tok say emergency care na the right of every citizen, and say dem don develop robust training curriculum.
To provide this care along this continuum is what usually leads to deaths. So our able governor recognizing the pressing need for this service and to close this gap, spearheaded this initiative to pilot this innovative project aimed at improving the provision of emergency medical services. And this pilot project is specially designed to enhance survival rates from medical emergencies in Oredo, Ego, and selected areas of Ikobauha and Ovia Northeast local government area. Now, central to this project is the establishment of a network of community-based first responders who can rapidly respond to accident scenes, provide essential first aid, and stabilize patients until ambulance and paramedic teams arrive. Once stabilized, patients will now be safely transported to the nearest hospitals with seamless communication maintained between the on-site responders and hospitals team throughout the transfer process. And our key objective is to ensure that we achieve an average response time of 10 minutes within the pilot areas. So we aim to speed up health insurance coverage across this, because that is what will sustain it.
Able to conduct a baseline survey to understand the present state of medical emergencies that are happening right here in Benin City, and to identify the opportunities for intervention. We've developed a robust training curriculum, which we'll be presenting today, that covers all of the important knowledge and practical skills that a first responder should know. We've revitalized and prepared 4 ambulances, which you will see outside today. And we've partnered with the Honorable Commissioner for Public Safety and Security, Commissioner Wabale, to ensure that the Command and Control Center can now deliver a medical response with a single call to the 112 and 739 toll-free numbers. Together with the Edo State Primary Healthcare Agency under the Executive Secretary, Dr. Omo Ezendomwen, we have nominated and selected nearly 200 first responders who are all represented here today.
Other ogbonge pipo wey tanda for the launch of the Edo EMS na CMD UBTH Dr. Darlington Obaseki, Commissioner of Public Safety and Security Kingsley Wagbale, Commissioner of Roads and Bridges Iten Uzamare, Commissioner of Communication and Orientation Chris Neikari, Special Advisor on Media Project Crusoe Osage, among others. Make una not forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am. We no dey take blame. From Benin City, Ekata Ojesili, TMC TV News.